So welcome to the show. This is Joycelyn Linton coming into the higher calling. And folks, today is Sunday the 4th of February 2008. The time now is 11:47 a.m. British Standard Time. I'm at St. Edmund's of Canterbury Church.
What's that saying?
And I'm giving you the word of the Lord direct. I'm saying, folks, direct from the throne of the Lord. Can I tell you, folks, that I am a messenger from the heavens, not a messenger from the earth, not a messenger from the church. But hey, I'm saying it this way, that I'm a messenger from the heavens, because it is essential that I bring the word of the Lord through, so that it can resonate throughout the whole earth. Because the Lord says that I send my messenger to speak my word, and in speaking my word, that means the Lord can establish His word. That means the Lord can perform His word. That means the Lord can ensure that His word shall come to pass. And let me just say before I get into the main liturgy, that Daniel, no matter what happened, he just kept speaking the word of the Lord to the people. He pleased the Lord more than the people. So therefore I am called to speak the word of the Lord, to please the Lord, though the people may be stiff-necked, may not want to hear, may not even understand what is happening. But the Lord spoke and He said, do it all the same, because then I can ensure that my word is established on the earth, that I can see that my word is performed and it shall come to pass. So folks, bear with me. There is now another church from down the road that is coming up and has kind of shortened my time, so there are 3 church services. But can I tell you, this is no accident, because I am the messenger of the Lord. Wherever the Lord sends me, souls gather. Souls gather. So they know that the messenger is here, and that's why they're here. So though the warden has said to me, you have to shorten your time, but this is no accident for me, because wherever I go, the souls gather. And can I tell you an incident? In the morning time, when I was going to work, I would find a route there that there wasn't any traffic. And can I tell you, within a few weeks, there was gridlock of traffic. There was gridlock for traffic, so I had to find another route. So folks, wherever the Lord sends His messenger, the souls will gravitate. So don't be surprised that now I'm having an issue to get the message out, because the souls are gathering, and that's why they're gathering, to hear the message. So I'm going to read the morning liturgy in obedience to the word of the Lord, to the voice of the Lord, to the unction of the Lord, and to the Spirit of the Lord that moves upon me. And the morning liturgy is taken from the Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, it says verse 1 and then verse 22 to 31. And it says, wisdom part in creation. Okay, so it's a reading from the book of Proverbs. And I'm taking it, and it's usually taken from the pamphlet here, which is the it's taken from the Good News book, Bible. Okay, so here we go, the word of the Lord. Does not wisdom call, and does not understanding raise her voice? The Lord created me at the beginning of His work, the first of His acts of long ago. Ages ago I was set up as the first, before the beginning of the earth. When there was no depth, I was brought forth. When there was no spring abounding with water. Before the mountains had been shaped, before the hills I was brought forth. When He had not yet made earth and fields, or the world's first bits of soil. When He established the heavens, I was there. When He drew a circle on the face of the deep, when He made firm the skies above, when He established the fountains of the deep, and when He assigned to the sea its limit, so that the waters might not transgress His command, when He marked out the foundations of the earth, then I was beside Him, like a master worker, and I was daily in delight, rejoicing before Him always. rejoicing in his inhabited world and delighting in the human race. This is the word of the Lord. So that's the liturgy. And it's talking about wisdom. And wisdom is given a certain persona here. And folks, I ask you to take on the word of wisdom, that the Lord may establish the word of wisdom in your heart. See that it performs and that it comes to pass, that you shall be filled with the wisdom of the Lord in your heart and in your mind. And folks, can I tell you this, that when the Lord sends his messengers and the soul gravitates, that means his light can go through the messenger into the people and to raise them up higher in receiving the word of the Lord. Because we are in precarious times, I'd like to say, we are in pivotal times when we are about to make that crossover in receiving the Lord. Can I tell you folks that the Lord is now coming to reign on his earth for 1,000 years, for 1,000 sabbatical years, and we're coming into his holy rest. But hear the message now, folks. The Lord will choose who will come into his rest. He will choose who will come into his rest. So now he's calling for us to come into that preparation. But can I tell you folks that we are in the last segment of the preparation, in listening to what has been said, that we are coming into priesthood. And last week I talked about priesthood as being mediators of the Lord. And in this morning's worship, the priest talked about, the vicar talked that next week we're going to be looking at coming into Ash Wednesday, we're going to be looking at the transfiguration. And folks, can I tell you, this is a word in due season. This is all tying up to where we are with the heavens coming upon the earth, about to receive the Lord and to receive our Messiah. So, what does the transfiguration mean? And we can see that in Matthew chapter 17, where Jesus went up onto the mount, and I'm saying it from memory, and his body became light. So folks, what I'm saying is that he left the sinful body, the flesh body, and he was coming into his righteousness, which is the light body, to be able to receive the coming of the Messiah, or the coming of the Lord. And the story of Jesus is a prophecy, you see. And you know, this is a complex, sort of a roundabout storyline here. But in due course of time, people will want to hear these words of what I'm saying here. Because as I was reading this week, and yesterday, I was reading in Romans, the book of Romans, chapter 1 and 2. And I was reading also in the week about Nehemiah, chapter 5, where they're building up the temple. But they're using the word God. Now, folks, I'm going to give a revelation to you here. When we read Genesis 1, we see God. When we read Genesis 2, we see Lord God. And the Lord has revealed to me that God is the prophecy. Lord God is the priesthood. So we're going through prophecy and entering into the priesthood. And you know, as the prophet Moses speaks, and it's reiterated in the gospel of Jesus, it says that man does not live on bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. So that's where the Lord wants us to be. He wants us to be his prophets, that we shall be his vessels to bring his word upon the earth, that the Lord shall establish his word, that the Lord shall see that his word performs, and it shall come to pass. So the Lord has been preparing us to come to be his prophets and then into his priesthood, that we become mediators of the Lord on the earth. And so that's why Jesus gave us the Lord's Prayer, as saying that our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy shall be done on earth as it is in the heaven, folks. And that's the message, that as it is in the heavens, that's what it shall be on the earth. And can I tell you, folks, that that is imminent? That is very nearby, because now we're coming into the word in due season on priesthood, on being the mediators of the Lord. We will be one-to-one with the Lord. We will be omniscient with the Lord, omnipresent and omnipotent with the Lord. We will be all present. We will be all powerful and all knowing in the Lord. And that means we're entering into a spiritual transformation, folks. Now, as I talk, it may not make sense to you because this is a new way of speaking. But in due course, people will want to hear this teaching because the paradox has already changed. We are in a new existence. We are in the existence of preparing for the kingdom of heaven to come upon the earth, folks. And so the morning liturgy talks about wisdom. It says, does not wisdom call, and does not understanding raise her voice? Right? So it's a teaching of a wisdom, and wisdom is a persona, a person. It's been given a person, and it says, the Lord created me at the beginning of His work, the first of His acts of long ago. Ages ago, I was set up at the first, before the beginning of the earth. When there was no depth, I was brought forth. When there was no spring abounding with water. Now, folks, as a messenger of the Lord, can I tell you that I'm speaking from the future? I'm speaking from the future. That means I have a higher understanding than most of humanity. And can I tell you that this message is a very old message that the Lord has been urging me to come forward, but the people has not yet arrived to hear the message. And so the Lord says, speak it, because I will establish it. I will see that my word will perform and that it will come to pass. So whether the people can understand the relevance, the value, the importance of me being here, the Lord says, do it all the same, because I will migrate my soul to hear it, so that they will live by my word. They will stand by my word. And every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord, excuse me, I've just gone around, that man does not live by bread alone, and bread means spirituality. Man does not live by, and that's where humanity has been. They have been living by spirituality. But the Lord is calling us to come higher in Him. And He says that man will not live by bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. So the Lord is calling us to come higher in Him. He's calling us to have that wisdom of Him. See, not the wisdom of the world, not the wisdom of good and bad, but to come into His original commandment, and that is to come into His garden of goodness. We are not to know evil. We are only to know good. We are not to be in sickness. We are not to be in disease. We are not to be in dying. We are not to be aging. That is not of the Lord. Okay? We are not to be in bad relationships and bad finances. Okay? We are not to be in long suffering and pain. See? That is not of the Lord. We are to be in opulency. We are to be in joy and love. We are to be in the awareness of the Lord. Okay? So the Lord is calling us to come higher in Him. He's calling us to know of His goodness. And He's saying, focus on me. Put your heart and your mind towards me. So therefore, He can work His Spirit in us to ready us for when His earth, His heaven will come upon the earth. And the Lord will take up His rightful throne and reign upon the earth for 1,000 years. And that's when we will meet His Messiah, who will teach us and prepare us for our